Hey, back again. I'm Katie from Encore Pilates and Wellness, following on from our first video which was on breath. Today we're going to explore the thoracic. That's your upper spine. Once we explore the thoracic, you're going to have so much more mobility, which is going to help you really expand through your chest and feel so much more space. Let's get started. Let's start laying on the mat. You may or may not need a cushion today. I might keep my cushion and then you can decide what's going to work with you. But I'm going to lay and face you. Arms out in front of you. Now I always think of what's happening through my fingers and my feet. First of all, there's energy going out through my fingers. I'm reaching really far. And there's also energy going out through my toes. So I'm going to start to rotate. You'll see that my head moves with the rest of my body. You can reach all the way out with your fingertips and then you're going to unrotate. Quite often, the immobility or the tightness through my thoracic makes it very difficult for me to move with ease. So by doing these exercises, it's going to give me a little bit more flow through everything that I do, from something as simple as walking to playing sport. We're going to do 4, so 1 more. As I reach back, there's also energy going out forwards in my knees. So ultimately you want to keep your knees stacked rather than just letting your hip go with you. Now our next exercise is one of my favorites. It's called the fish. I'm going to get rid of my cushion and bring my elbows right down to my side. Remember that setup of your lower limbs, hips, knees and feet, all in line with each other. I'm pressing my elbows down into the floor. Now with this exercise, I want to use my breath. So I'm going to inhale, press down into the floor with my elbows and lift my chest to the ceiling. And then I'm going to exhale, lower your chest down to the floor and go again. We're going to add something else onto it after this one. And exhale as you lower down. Place your hands down by your sides, roll your hips up to the ceiling, and then roll your hips down. As you roll your hips down, you can bring your fingertips back and go to the first part of the exercise. I'm expanding through my chest, and then I'm letting my chest just melt down to the mat. As I roll up through my hips, this is called spinal articulation. So what I'm trying to get is individual movement through each vertebra. Last one here. See if you can go a little bit further each time. Let your body sink on down. Roll those hips up. Now today, I'm going to add on a little bit of love to my lower limbs. See how my pelvis is moving in a figure 8. So my lower limbs are attached to my thoracic. By mobilizing my lower limbs, it's going to give that little bit more freedom to my upper limbs. Okay, last exercise for today. Let's roll on over onto our side. We're going to come up onto a 4-point kneeling. Can you see that my spine, my back, is pretty much in the same shape as it would have been if I was laying on it? This is my neutral spine. Now I'm looking for mobility through my upper back. So I want to start to pull my elbows back towards my knees and lift my chest up and forwards. And then I want to start to pull my knees in towards my hands and roll my body the opposite way. I tend to inhale to go in this direction and then exhale to move in this direction. Flexion is rounding my spine. Extension is opening my chest and opening my tail. Just 2 more. Breathe out, pulling your knees towards your hands, and breathe in, pulling your hands towards your knees. Before we go, we're going to finish off with a little bit of rotation. So, reaching your hands through, threading the needle, similar to your mermaid, and then taking your hand all the way up in the opposite direction. Now you will probably feel it's very difficult to get much mobility when I'm reaching my fingers up, but that's okay. What I want to maintain is good alignment of my lower limbs. In that, can you see that my tail is not moving to the side too much? I'm trying to keep my tail facing this direction. Let's try the other side. Reach on through, and then rotate open. Reach on through, and open. This is my inhale and exhale. Last one for today. Inhale and exhale. You know what I love finishing off with when I've done this sort of work? It's just a very simple child's pose. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you in the next video of pec and shoulder release. Have a great day.